weekend. I hope y'all are having a really fun weekend, whatever you might be doing. You know, it's 10 a.m. Central Time, so maybe you are having your morning coffee, your morning tea. Maybe you're out on your patio enjoying our live stream, kind of doing some multitasking. I know right before I left, my dog was out on the patio, and I walked out there for a little bit and sipped some coffee with her. And it was a beautiful morning here in Austin, Texas, which we don't see that fall weather as often. But today it had like a little crispness in the air. I think it's going to get warmer throughout the day. So it'll be back to not feeling like fall, but at least the morning was nice and cool and sipped the coffee out there. And I think it's going to be a beautiful weekend here in Austin. Oh yeah, it's ACL. Forget about that. I live out in the suburbs, so I don't even think about that. But I know traffic is pretty crazy out there with ACL. So if you're in the Austin, Texas area and you're going to ACL, enjoy. If you're not going to ACL, I would say avoid that area of town because
ACL is still going on?
It's the second weekend.
Oh, what? Oh. Okay.
Aren't there 2 weekends? No, yeah, it's the second weekend.
Oh.
So I will be avoiding downtown. I was actually going to try to go to lunch in that direction, and now I'm like, nope, I'm staying up north, avoiding all the crazy traffic because it would be really difficult to get back here for my shift later. All right, friends. Well, today we have a very special show. We actually have a luxury show, and I'm so excited. These are going to be certified and appraised pieces, which I really love showcasing certified and appraised pieces to you guys because it's where you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck here at Shop LC. And it's not that you don't on all of our items, but with your certified and appraised pieces, you actually have a comparison. So you have what the item would go for at any other retail space, and then what the item goes for right here at Shop LC. And you can see it, you know. It paints a really clear picture because myself and the other hosts, we can talk about it all the time, right? Like, you guys, I'm really trying not to fixate on this nail thing, but it's just the fact that I got these done last Saturday. 1 week. Gel is supposed to last like 2 weeks. What is going on here? I fixate on things. I've got to learn to just let it go. It'll be fine. I will paint that nail and it'll be okay. But anyways, when we have our certified and appraised pieces, you know, myself, the other host, we always try to explain to you guys that here at Shop LC, our pricing is totally different because we manufacture our own pieces. So we source our gemstones, we have a design team, and then we actually have a manufacturing plant in India. Okay, so that manufacturing plant, they produce majority of our pieces. There's a rare occasion that we'll get a closeout, and I will say, having gone to Italy with Ankur, seen him in the negotiation room, we don't get a closeout or we don't acquire something that's previously made without Ankur doing some serious negotiations to make sure that you are getting the absolute best pricing. Okay, like Ankur is intense. Okay, I feel like the vendors see him coming and they're like, ooh, I don't know about that. He's intense. So if you ever do see something that we haven't manufactured, the pricing is going to line up with our pricing because of the way that our team negotiates for you at home. So when you see these certified and appraised pieces, these are in-house designed pieces. So what that means is you're seeing either AAA or quad A gemstones, genuine gemstones set in either gold or platinum. So we've designed them, we've sourced the gems, we have the gold and platinum, we create these pieces. Now, we could go sell these to retailers, and they would sell them for the pricing that you're going to be seeing on the appraisal card. That's not what we do. We do actually sell these to some retailers. So half the time when you see jewelry on other home shopping channels, a lot of that comes from us. Actually, the big rollback store, we used to produce majority of their jewelry. When they had a large fine jewelry section, we produced majority of that jewelry right here at Shop LC. So when you see jewelry out there, honestly, even in your jewelry box, you might have pieces that we created that you don't even know. Because before 2007, we were actually just a jewelry manufacturer. And I don't say just. I was actually just listening to a video about removing the word just from our vocabulary because it belittles ourselves, belittles things. Even just in things like sending emails. So I'm going on a side tangent, but I think we all need to think about this. You know, if you're sending someone an email and it's like you're asking for a meeting or you're asking for a raise or you're asking for something and you say, well, I was just wondering if, or, well, I was just hoping to get, or I was asking to get just one more. Be bold and strong in what you're trying to say and say, hi, I was reaching out to see if I could blah, blah, blah. You don't need to say I was just reaching out. Don't make it like you're, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to step on your toes. No, have authority in what you're doing. Take authority in what you're doing. And also don't say just. Don't belittle yourself. Don't say, oh, I'm just a, I'm just a live stream host. I'm just a, I just work in home shopping. I'm a live stream host. Okay. I work in home shopping. DJ. He's not just a live stream producer. Actually, DJ is a lot. He's also a voiceover actor, but never belittle yourself with the word just. I learned that. I got to get rid of that word. And I think it's a really good lesson because it is kind of that belittling word. All right. So that's a little side note, but we did actually operate as a jewelry manufacturer up until 2007. And the founder of our company, our president of our company, he ended up saying, you know what? Why don't we stop producing jewelry that we sell to all of these other vendors? Why don't we make our jewelry and bring it straight to the customers? That means we can do lower pricing, right? That means we can cut out that middleman. That makes less steps in the process, right? So that is definitely, I would say, how we get this pricing is we've cut out the middleman. Now, not to say that we don't sell to vendors, and not to say you won't see similar styles. We don't do our styles to vendors. Not to say you won't see Shop LC jewelry elsewhere. It won't be branded Shop LC or anything like that. But we have decided to bring the jewelry straight to you. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. I see a lot of our friends jumping on. Again, John, thank you for that nail tip. He's got some nail polish on his desk because it's looking rough. Good morning, Miss Pat. Good morning, Isaac. Love to see some good friends here in the live stream. Elizabeth, girlfriend, I can't delete you from our shop. You can unfollow. This is a free country. Anyone's welcome to unfollow. But I am not able to delete you. You had to have followed us to be here in the first place. So you can unfollow, you can tap out of watching. But yeah, there's no way for us to delete you. So I don't know. Don't know where to guide you there. Okay. Now it is Saturday. And like I said, we're going to be doing our Certified and Appraised show, which is really fun. I want to start by saying, if these items are not in your price range, that's okay. Let yourself dream, right? Let yourself enjoy seeing all this luxury jewelry, because I'll tell you from personal experience, it is a very rare occasion that I'm going to step into a luxury jewelry store and just browse around. Do you know why? Because it feels stuffy. It feels kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It feels stuffy. It feels just like, you feel like everyone's like, the employees are like looking at you. Like, what is she doing here? Like, are they going to buy something? I feel like they're kind of following you around the store. So I don't really walk in jewelry stores because I feel like I don't want to be like looked at. I don't want to be followed around. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not going to go in. Well, this is your opportunity to literally look at jewelry that is worth thousands of dollars from the comfort of your own home without dealing with stuffy staff, without dealing with people who are kind of looking at you like, are you going to buy it? Like, am I wasting my time bringing this out of the case for you? I think every person who walks in the store should be treated the same. But if you go into those high-end expensive stores, you've probably experienced that little pretty woman moment where they're like, are you good enough to be in here? Definitely experienced that. I think most of us have. You can feel that at a restaurant. You can feel that at, all different kinds of places. So anyways, I think this is a great opportunity to let yourself dream, let yourself see some luxury jewelry. If you are in the market for a luxury piece of jewelry, for a particular stone in Quad A, for a platinum piece, this is your day to shop. And I say that because we do have a coupon code here on the live stream. So I will figure up that coupon code price for you. It's a 25% off coupon. The code is LIVE25. So you'll want to apply that at checkout. And this really is the day to get your luxury pieces. So maybe this is going to be a special Christmas gift for a loved one.Maybe you just buy your own Christmas gifts and then you tell your husband, hey, I got my Christmas gift. And you put a gift tag on it. Hey, do you. Because I do think we have all women's jewelry today. So if there is something that you love, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Because I got to say, guys aren't always the best at gift giving. You kind of got to lead them in that direction. Although DJ's a really great gift giver. DJ, I saw you did a video for your mom for her birthday. Mm-hmm. That was so creative and sweet.
It was a very last minute video.
That was really sweet. And then last year, or was it last year Mother's Day, you did the Lego bouquet?
Oh yeah, I think that was the year prior, I believe.
DJ's really good with gifts. He gives his mom really sweet, thoughtful things. I always love seeing that. But a lot of guys need a little direction. So if that's the case, just say, hey, guess what? I got you covered. You don't have to worry about it. I already got something banked away. So we don't even have to think about that. Today is a good day to do that because you're going to get your coupon code on these luxury items. And I'm going to be able to give you a really nice just upfront comparison of, hey, this is what you're going to pay. This is what this would sell for. So not only do you have the coupon code, you are also shopping through the web. So when you're shopping through the web, that means you are going to get complimentary shipping on all orders $49.99 or more. Now, these are certified and appraised pieces. Okay, so everything in today's show will be within that free shipping price point. And then lastly, you will have the option to do budget pay. So this is huge on today's show. Now, I always talk about budget pay because I just think it's a really smart thing to do just to kind of keep a little bit of extra money on hand. But what I want to say for today's show in particular is when we are looking at pieces like this, when we are looking at Quad A Tanzanite, when we are looking at Santa Rosa tourmaline, these items are items that you would only find in very high-end stores, also possibly with very exotic jewelry stores, like not your run-of-the-mill mall jeweler is going to have Santa Rosa. Like it just doesn't happen. And so if you were to find it in a very high-end jewelry store in an exotic location, guess what? You're not going to have the option to do budget pay. So luxury jewelry is where budget pay plays the best role. Because with luxury jewelry, that means that you can get a ring that is $3,000 and not have to pay $3,000 up front. With budget pay, you have no interest. You have no credit check. We are not tossing you out to a third party. We're also not, what's my word? I forget. Oh, we're also not like opening a line of credit for you here at Shop LC. So all it is portioned out payments. So today you'll pay the first portion plus tax. And then over the next 4 months, you'll pay a little bit each month, same amount, flat rate. So budget pay is the biggest tool when it comes to purchasing luxury jewelry. And the reason for that is because these are high-end items that if I were to go in a jewelry store, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be able to buy these items outright. So having the option of budget pay is a huge gift because it allows you to actually purchase these items that are worth thousands of dollars, which for some of these, they're worth a month of rent or more to me. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to go to a jewelry store and say, yeah, let me spend $2,000 on a ring. It wouldn't happen. So it gives you a lot of flexibility in getting those pieces home. So budget pay, coupon code, free shipping. Isaac said he can just stay a few minutes at a time. Oh, Isaac, I forget you're working. It's Saturday. Well, don't get yourself in trouble. Enjoy. I say enjoy. Make the most of your day, I guess is how I should say it, not enjoy. I know enjoying work can be difficult, but make the most. Have some fun conversations. Just try to make every minute count. And when you hop in, say hey. When you have to hop out, we get it. We know you're hustling and working. It looks like we had Nona McLeod. I don't know if I'm saying that last name wrong. I'm sorry. I'm going to grab my calculator real quick and we will kick off our show. Oh, Bonbon's there. Sorry, Isaac. I know it's never fun when Bonbon's there. We all have those moments, right? That person who, just... Oh, Isaac. You're right. I didn't. It's one of those things that I don't even really notice. I've got to work on that. I notice it now. Oh, we have Fame is My Quest joining us. Hello. Welcome into our Saturday morning live. All right. Final thing I want to mention before we do get into the jewelry is your purchase feeds. So I feel like sometimes when we are shopping, particularly shopping for ourselves, we feel a little bit of that like buyer's remorse or guilt, like, oh, I shouldn't be shopping. But here at Shop LC, actually, when you shop, you are giving back. So for every purchase that you make with us here at Shop LC, you are actually providing a warm meal to a child in need. We are up to 56 million meals provided to children in need. Now, we do that here locally in Austin. We also do that abroad in India, where our parent company is. And so children around the world are being provided meals and fed because of your purchases. So when you're shopping with us, you're shopping in the right place. And I really do. I love to thank our customers for choosing Shop LC, because for me, you know, we're going to shop, right? We're going to buy things. And I always tell my friends and family, if you're going to get something, check our website, because we have everything. We have skincare. We have fashion. Y'all, we sell mattresses, and I don't mean just air mattresses. We do sell those, but we sell actual mattresses. Sean and I one day had mattresses, really great quality too. So there has just been, within my 2 years here, I sold a little bit of everything. And so I just tell people, if you're looking for something, check Shop LC first, because if I had the option to shop somewhere where my purchase led to a child being fed, I'd choose that option every day. And so I encourage y'all, as we enter the holiday season and you're doing your holiday shopping, one, get it out of the way. Get it done early. Come shop with us here at Shop LC and get everything out of the way early on, okay? Two, I would say, why not shop where you're giving back, right? The holiday season, it's the season of giving. So why not do your Christmas shopping, deliver joy to your family, simultaneously delivering joy to children in need through meals. So that is my encouragement to you. And let's have some fun with some luxury jewelry. We get to play dress up today. How fun is that? We get to deck ourselves out in gorgeous jewelry. All right, so we are going to kick off the show with your Santa Rosa tourmaline. Now, y'all might be going, why is she saying it like that? Why is she being so goofy? Well, the first day that I presented Santa Rosa tourmaline, I was on with Tony, which I will be on with Tony this afternoon from 4 to 6 and 8 to 11 p.m. On our television side. But the first time I was on with him, we were doing, or maybe the second time, third time, I don't know, we were selling Santa Rosa tourmaline, and I kept saying Santa Rosa. He kept correcting me over and over again. I'm like, I'm not from Brazil. I'm just not going to say it the same way. Like, your girl's from Texas. I just say things the way I say things. I don't know how to roll my R's. And sorry, it's not going to sound the same when I say it versus when you say it. And every time, though, he would correct me. So now I'm attempting to say it correctly. But we do have our certified and appraised Santa Rosa tourmaline. Now, this is a quad A gemstone, okay? It is the best of the best. Now, one thing I want to mention as we move to the show is anytime you see something in platinum, and that's what this is, it's done in platinum, you're going to get your Rhapsody card. Rhapsody is our platinum line. And we only put something in platinum if it is a quad A gemstone. It has to be the best of the best, top of the line, to be placed in that luxury metal platinum, right? So with this, you know, you are getting a quad A gemstone. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, Santa Rosa tourmaline, it is this really beautiful teal color. It's very warm. It's very inviting. I wouldn't call it like a vibrant teal. I'd call it a warm, inviting teal. Now, of course, you are going to have graded diamonds. You have EF color VS clarity diamonds on this one. And then it's done in 950 platinum. And you guys, we've got some nice platinum weight. You've got 5.71 grams of platinum. Okay, so that is a nice gram weight there on your platinum. And you feel the difference. You really do. When you put on a platinum ring versus a white gold ring, there is a denseness There is a heftiness. So when you put it on, you feel that heftiness. You feel the density of that piece. And so I love putting platinum on because as soon as you slip it on, you feel the luxury instantly. Like it doesn't take a minute. You don't have to look down. Like you're just like, oh, that feels nice. Like that feels luxurious. There's a heftiness to that. There is, when you feel heftiness, you feel quality, right? It's like a trash bag. If you were to get a trash bag and you put a few things and you feel like it's just falling through, you're like, oh, that's not a good quality trash bag. If you get a trash bag and it's thick and it's hefty and you can put tons of stuff in there and you feel like it's still holding everything and it's not bursting at the seams, like things are pushing out, you feel like, oh, that's a good quality trash bag. I know it's a really weird analogy, but heftiness does lead to the idea in our minds of quality, and that's what you feel with platinum. Now, getting into your gemstones, that is going to be an elongated cushion. Gorgeous, gorgeous shape on that. I was going to see if I had a size, but it's a free form, but it is a 2.62 carats. 2 carat 62 on your Santa Rosa tourmaline, surrounded by gorgeous graded diamonds, 26 points of diamonds. And I love the way we've done this setting. So you have a traditional halo around your elongated cushion. And then we have what I call kind of like these little leaves, these little vines. So on each side of your tourmaline, you can see right there behind me, you've got 3 little clusters. They look like marquees, but those are actually double rounds in those 3 clusters, making up what looks like kind of these little vines coming off of your ring. And I think that's a really beautiful design for the Santa Rosa tourmaline because of the color tone, right? It's that kind of warm teal green. So having that vine-like design is perfect. It's ideal. It really flows with the color of that ring. So it's just such a great, ideal design for this piece. I measure that stone here. I can measure it in millimeters for you guys. It's about 11 millimeters by 4 millimeters, roundabout. Inch-wise, we're looking at about 1/2 inch top to bottom on your Santa Rosa tourmaline. Now sizing, okay, we're starting at size 6. What are we going up to? Let's see. Ooh, sizing's a bit limited, guys. We have size 6 through 9 with the half sizes. Now the end caps, we originally went up to 12 and we went down to 5. The end caps are sold out. So if you are in that end cap range, you have 2 options. One, there is a little black bell next to that number. You can click on that bell, input your email. If we are to get your size back, we will let you know. 2, call our personal shoppers. Traditionally, at least on the television side, when we have items of this price point, if possible, our team will do ring sizing. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be free ring resizing, but our team could possibly resize this for you. I don't know what the cost would be, but call our personal shoppers. That number is 888-835-2237. So give them a call and see if they could size this for you. We have the sizes available that I think you would be able to go up or down to what you needed. Now, if they can't for whatever reason, you could always take it to a local jeweler. Just make sure it's a jeweler that you trust, right? Make sure it's a jeweler that you've utilized before in the past, that you have experience and rapport with. You know, jewelry is something so precious. And I know many of us, we are weary, right, of taking our jewelry into a jewelry store and not knowing, hey, like, you know, are they going to take my diamonds out and put in something else? And so you want to make sure you're going with someone either that you trust or that you know someone else has utilized this jeweler for sizing or purchasing or something of that sort. Now, let's get into pricing, because with these pieces, pricing is a big deal. So I mentioned you'll get your Rhapsody card. Now, that has all of the details of your ring on the back. So this is really great to keep with you in your jewelry box, in your deposit box, so that you know what jewelry you have. You know what gemstones you own. And you know the carat weights, right? Because I know many of our customers, many of our friends out there, y'all are collectors. Okay, so as you collect your items, you want to know, okay, what's the carat weight of that center stone? How many diamonds? Is that platinum? And, you know, as you move through life, you might pass this on to someone you love. You might hit a point in time where you want to sell some of your jewelry. And so with these little cards, it's really easy to know what exactly you have in your jewelry box. And I also encourage people, if you get pieces that aren't, you know, Rhapsody, Luxoro, Ileana, and they don't come with a card, make your own. Make your own. Get a little index card, cut it in 3 as soon as you get your ring home. Write on this. Okay. Santa Rosa tourmaline, 2.36 carats, 26 points diamonds. Like, write all that out and keep that with your jewelry so that you know what you have. Because when you get into having, 10, 20 rings, suddenly you're like, wait, what is this one? What is this one? And when you go to pass that on to your grandchildren, like, I don't really know. It's something, but I don't really know. So I always encourage people to do that. But let's get into pricing. Your start price today is $3,999. Now, we're going to take that coupon code off. So we're bringing you to $3,000. Now, Santa Rosa tourmaline, guys, it goes without saying, when Tony has something on a show, that means it's highly exotic, very rare. And so if Tony has it on a show, it's something you want to get into your collection. If you like exotic jewelry, it is the jewelry you want. So this ring right here for $3,000 is mind-blowing. Now, your estimated replacement value is more than double that. Estimated replacement value of $7,400. That is what a gemstone like this would go for out in the marketplace. $7,400. Now, you'll notice that has all of the information of the ring as well as the estimated replacement value right there at the bottom. Not sure if y'all can see that, but it's $7,400. So you are paying $4,400 less than what we proposed this would sell for in a retail environment. Y'all, that's a mega savings, okay? I would take advantage of shopping these pieces here at Shop LC. That one will be shop 1. Oh my goodness, I just realized I totally forgot to tell y'all how to shop. You need to know how to shop on this Saturday morning because we're about to shop till we drop. So how do you shop? Use the comment section. Now, I'm a big fan of the comment section. I want to see y'all in there asking questions. I want to see y'all in there having fun, joking with each other, joking with me. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. DJ and I, there's lots of things we would love to be doing right here on a beautiful Saturday in Austin, Texas. Guess what? We're here on the live stream with you. So let's have fun. Let's make it a fun experience. Okay, so chit chat, banter. Let me know if you have questions about Shop LC, about this piece in particular. Let's get to know each other. If it's your first time tuning into the live stream, introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you tuning in from? Right? I know we have Big Joe from North Carolina who tunes in. We've got Isaac from Cleveland who tunes in. So let us know. Become a part of this little community, this little family. But commenting is also how you shop. Okay? So if you like a piece, you are simply going to comment shop with the item number. No spaces. Enter. So for example, this one, you would comment shop 1, enter. And then I want to see a follow-up comment where you say, I love that ring. I've been waiting forever for Santa Rosa tourmaline. This is going to be the perfect addition to my collection. So that's how you shop. It's as easy as that. I do like to mention, I know some people can get a little nervous at shopping through social media. It's newer, right? We've been doing it for a few years now, but it's newer. And so with a newer process like this, when you start having new customers come over, and I know some of our television customers will kind of come over to the live stream and they're trying to figure it out. We are not automatically charging your card. We don't even have your card to charge. So as soon as you comment, don't worry, you're not going to be instantly charged. What we do is when you comment, it triggers a message to be sent to your inbox. So whether you're tuning in on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, we're going to send you a link to the product. That link will take you to our website, to the product page. And that's where you will pick your ring size if it's a ring. Then you'll continue to go to your cart, check out. You'll put in that coupon code. Do not forget to put on your coupon code LIVE, LIVE 25 for 25% off. And then you will check out. You'll input your card information there. You can select budget pay. All of that you do. Okay, so we're getting you the link. That's the first step in the process. And then you'll check out on the web. Now, one thing I want to mention to y'all before we continue to the next item is you want to check out within the next 48 hours. The coupon code only applies to these items for 48 hours, and then it rotates to the next item. So we are on a constant rotation. We have 3 to 4 shows a day. Okay? So with 3 to 4 shows a day, we will have that coupon code active for 48 hours after the show runs, and then it continues to go show by show by show. So take advantage of the coupon code. like I said earlier, not only is this, I don't think I said it, but this is a great show to watch because you get to see retail price versus our price. But this is also a great show because your coupon code goes really far. 25% off a $4,000 ring. That's $1,000. Okay. You are saving a lot of money by shopping the live stream, by utilizing your coupon code. So get those pieces if you're able to right here in your live stream space. And we are now going to move on to our second piece. Now, this is going to be Tanzanite, okay? I'm cracking up. Miss Pat Perkins said, glad y'all don't sell fish. And, I remember I said we sell just about everything. But, we see on the other home shopping networks, they sell different food items, fish. I think they sell beef, all kinds of things. We always have the other home shopping networks on in our green room, our host room where we prepare for the show. And so I see all kinds of food. I'm always like, man, I really wish we sold food. Mostly because we're in these meetings and I'm watching these screens going, okay, I'm getting really hungry right now, watching all of this food be sold. And I actually had seen not too long ago, one of the shopping networks selling salmon. And the reason Miss Pat Perkins said, glad y'all don't sell fish, is because about a year ago, she did order some salmon from another home shopping network. And I don't think she's even used it. She wanted to get an air fryer to use it. But we then went on a family vacation at the beginning of the week. And guess what? While she was gone, a year later, they sent her a second package of salmon that when my grandparents got home on Wednesday evening was rotten, had bugs in it, because she didn't order it. It was a mistake. They sent another package a year later, and they had to take it to the dumpster. It was disgusting, stank, bugs, gross. So yeah, I think she's kind of traumatized on ordering fish from home shopping channels. And I understand why. I'd be the same way. I'd be like, no more. Okay. I get distracted, you guys. Sorry. It's just what I do. Now let's get into our Tanzanite. So Tanzanite, we know, a single source gemstone. Okay. Comes from the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, in Tanzania. Now Tanzanite, I feel like I've known about Tanzanite kind of my whole life. We used to go on cruises a ton when I was a kid. And I remember being at the ports and my mom would be looking at different Tanzanite jewelry. And, it's a single source gemstone. So even then, people were talking about how, well, this is a single source gemstone and we don't know how long it will be around and there's only a limited supply. But at that time, they actually were still mining Tanzanite. Now, flash forward to about a year ago, when a few members of our hosting team, along with our creative team, we had Hunter, Matt, Lolo, and Angie go to Tanzania. Okay, they went to Tanzania. They were going to the Tanzanite mine, and they saw no Tanzanite coming up out of the mine. They were actually planning on taking the little car deep down into the mine. I think Dion had done that many years before. I'll tell you this, I have no desire to get in a little cart and go deep down into the mine. That actually scares the heck out of me. I think that would be very claustrophobic. I would just be afraid it would turn out like a movie where the mine caved in on me or something. I don't know. Not for me. Now, they didn't end up doing that because there was no point. Because there was no Tanzanite. There was no Tanzanite coming up from the mine. So I am not scare tacticking you. I'm not saying, oh my goodness, the Tanzanite, it's going to be sold out by the end of the year. You have to get your Tanzanite now. But it is important to note that there's not an endless supply of Tanzanite. And that's with most of the gemstones that you see today. But we're really seeing the proof now that there is no longer a Tanzanite coming up out of that mine. And something else to think about too is we are a key source holder of Tanzanite. There's actually a book on Tanzanite, and Shop LC is referenced in that book because of the fact that we are such a key source holder in Tanzanite. And so we are a very reliable source to purchase your Tanzanite from. We're cited within a book on Tanzanite. So I encourage you, if you are purchasing Tanzanite, we really are the place to get it. I know a lot of people think about the Blue Box store. They were kind of the originators of Tanzanite. But nowadays, if you want to get Tanzanite, quality Tanzanite, beautiful settings in platinum and gold, Shop LC should be your source. And if you have friends who are in the market for Tanzanite, maybe it's a special birthday, special anniversary, and they're like, oh, I've always dreamt of tanzanites. Send them our way. Please do, because I feel like they'll find their dream piece here for a fraction of what they would find if they went to, let's say, the blue box store. And that's about to show in this next tanzanite piece. Okay, so again, part of our Rhapsody collection, you are looking at Quad A tanzanite. Now, this is going to be an 8x8 millimeter cushion cut stone with a gorgeous diamond halo. So that halo is going to include 19 points of diamonds. And then your cushion is actually coming in at 2.97 carats. So just under 3 carats of gorgeous tanzanite. And you can see the depth of color on that stone. Look at that. You see that deep rich blue. And you're not going to be able to see it. But here in studio, I can tell you, I can look into this stone and I see the flashes of purple. I see the flashes of red. And that's what you should be looking for with tanzanite, is when you're looking at Quad A, you should see flashes of red and flashes of purple. And I can see those. I can see those flashes. That is what makes the stone Quad A. Now, I always try to let y'all know we're working with iPhones, okay? So you'll see the stone. You see the richness of the blue. You see how deep in color that stone is. But the purple and red flashes might not show through. But they are there. They are there. DJ, can we peek at the sizing on this one? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, DJ, the available, but I think we're on the tanzanite.
Oh yeah, oops.
That's okay. I did a long transition into the tanzanite. Okay, Miss Pat, 18 months later, $140 of rotten salmon. Oh, yeah, y'all, be careful ordering food. Obviously, that was an accident. It was an accidental order. They did make it right. Hopefully, she'll get a refund. But yeah, that would not be pleasant. 5.1 grams of tanzanite, or not tanzanite, of platinum. Nearly 3 carats of tanzanite. Y'all, just under 3, 2.97. You know, something that Hunter kind of taught me is if they had done a 3 carat, they'd have to put it in a different price bracket. So 2.97, you can pretty much call it a 3 carat, right, when you get it home. It presents as a 3 carat, but allowing it to be at 2.97, 0.03 from 3 carats allows us to keep it in a under 3 carat price bracket. 8x8 millimeter, you're going to get that violet blue, red, and purple flashes throughout. And of course, you've got graded diamonds as well. EDF color, VS clarity. And then now we will actually take a peek at the sizes on that ring. I'm getting a little earache all of a sudden. So, starting price on this one, we are at $4,400. Now, just to compare the start price to the appraisal, okay? Your estimated replacement value, y'all just wait for this. I just said $4,400, okay? We haven't even applied the coupon code. $4,400. Here's your estimated replacement value. $11,600. That is, I would say that's the price of a car. Actually, that is about the price I paid for my car. But I bought my car before there was this huge automotive boom. I bought my car in 2021 when cars were at a really great price point, but I did actually pay, I think, $11,000, maybe $12,000 for my car. Well, that's the price of this tanzanite ring. If you went to the blue box store, if you went to a luxury retailer and looked for a ring like this, that would be your price. Your price today isn't even $4,400, you guys. Let's take a look here. We're bringing you down to $3,300. $3,300. You're going to have 5 budget payments. So you can actually get this home for $660. $660 you can get at home. And y'all, get this home. Look at it for yourself. Inspect it. Look at that tanzanite. See if you see the flashes that I'm seeing, the reds and the purples. You have a 30-day joy guarantee. So you have 30-day easy returns, 30 days to get this back to us. And that's when I encourage budget pay. With budget pay, you can pay your $660. You can get this home, and then you can do your inspection. And within that 30-day period, if you want to take this to the blue box store, if you want to take this to other jewelers and ask them, hey, is this a quad A tanzanite? See if they have something comparable. See what the pricing would be for something comparable. That is why I love Shop LC. Now, sizing on this, we have sizes 5 all the way up through, I think this is a good one. Yes, 5 through 10. You guys, you have sizes 5 up through 10. Okay, so you have a really great opportunity here for anyone to get home this tanzanite ring. Okay, anyone has the opportunity to get home this tanzanite ring, this tanzanite piece. Any size out there. I'm in love. I am totally in love with this ring. And you're paying $3,300. You are getting $1,100 off from our price, our start price, but then you're also getting, let's see. Y'all, this is insane. $8,300 less than the estimated replacement value. $8,300 less, you guys. I'm in shock. Just take one final peek at that. We are about to move on. This will be shop 2. Comment shop 2 if you are looking for a dream tanzanite. Now, we are going to have some additional tanzanite coming in. I think we have one other tanzanite stone, maybe two. We have 2 additional tanzanite rings. So if you're wanting a tanzanite ring, I will say we've got some similar size, but this is going to be the cushion, the only cushion. So that will be shop 2. Okay. You guys, I'm so excited to bring this to you. Wow. Now, I've seen a lot of Podparacha sapphire. Not a lot, but I've seen a decent amount. And Podparacha sapphire can be more red. This Podparacha sapphire is pink. And if you know me, you know I love pink. Take a look at that color on that gemstone. Again, done in 950 platinum. So this is going to be part of your Rhapsody collection. You're going to get that Rhapsody card, all the details. And let's go through this. So we've got 950 platinum. You're getting 4.75 grams of platinum. Okay, Luxe Platinum, 4.75 grams of platinum. Now your Podparacha sapphire. That is going to be a gorgeous pair coming in at 70 points. 70 points on your pair, but look at the pink tone. You can even see it behind me, and I will say it's very true to color on the image. I'm always transparent with you guys. You know, if it's a very vibrant pink, if it's on the photo and it's a little more, you know, light in person, I'm always transparent with you guys because it doesn't mean it's less beautiful. Sometimes things just photograph differently. And so with this one, I will say, this is the same color tone. It's that beautiful pink color tone. It's a bubblegum pink. I'm actually in love. I've never seen a Podparasha Sapphire that I've just been like, whoa, I love this ring. This Podparasha Sapphire, I love it. Now let's get into the diamonds. So you're going to have 41 points of diamonds within this ring. So we're getting you a total carat weight of a carat 11. 41 carats of diamonds. Now I want to point out, and you'll see behind me there, you have your pair, and then you have this really nice halo surrounding that pair. But you actually have two 2mm diamonds, one placed on each side, right, of your ring. And then you've got the kind of split band moving down. But those 2mm stones, those are very prominent. People actually do tennis bracelets in 2mm diamonds. So you're getting a really nice size accent stone, which I feel like isn't so heard of, right? We could have just done little clusters on the sides to create more of that kind of triangle finish to bring outward from the pair. But they actually incorporated larger diamonds, which I love. I love seeing that. So we've got platinum. We've got quad A Podparasha Sapphire that is showing up so pink. And I want to see if I can find a traditional Podparasha because I'm telling you, they're not normally this color. I have to look at the screen to see how it's spelled because if y'all asked me to spell Podparasha in a spelling bee, I would not win. So here's a traditional Podparasha Sapphire, you guys. Now these are one of the rarest of the Podparasha family, but oftentimes Podparasha is going to be coming in more at like a peachy orangey color, okay? Which if y'all shopped at Shop, you know. This is a pink colored Podparasha. All right, this is one of the most beautiful Podparasha sapphires I have ever seen. All right, friends, we are going to be getting into the pricing now. Oh, what was our sizing like on this one, DJ? I don't know what something. Something weird is happening, you guys, with my phone. Like a weird thing going on my phone. Sorry, guys. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's get into the pricing. Sizing. We are starting at 7.5 and we are moving up through 11. Now 10.5 is sold out. So again, those end caps are kind of limited. And honestly, I think the petite sizes are probably gone because this is a ring that you could even get as like a sweet 16. It would make a really special gift. All right, now let's look at this pricing because I've got the appraisal. And let me tell you, we're already about $5,600 less than the appraisal pre-coupon code. You guys, this gorgeous pink Podparasha in platinum with diamonds, we are bringing this to you for $2,550. $2,550. I can't get over that. And then your budget pay, $510. $510 to get this home. If you've seen a paparasha in this pink tone, please tell me in the comments. I want to see it. Send me a photo. I want to see it because I am just in love. It's not that I haven't liked paparasha, but y'all, I'm a pink girl through and through. So when I see a pink gemstone, I'm like, what? Where has this been all my life? Why have I not seen a paparasha sapphire like this before? Okay, so let's get into $2,550. Estimated replacement value, $9,000. $9,000. All right, you guys. That will be shop 3. Oh, I love that idea. Miss Pat Perkins said gorgeous engagement ring. This absolutely could be. If you wanted a pink engagement ring, you could definitely utilize this as a pink engagement ring. I think that would be a really great idea. I love this one, you guys. That's my favorite so far. And you know what? That's the thing, is it's not the biggest carat weight, right? It's not the biggest look, but it's my favorite simply because I love the color. I love the overall look of this. And I always want to encourage you guys, don't feel like you have to have the biggest ring in the room. You don't have to have the most expensive ring in the room. Get what you love. Get what you love. Get what speaks to you. You might like something that's a little bit more petite, but it's the color that you love so much. You might want something that, you know, is a little bit less carat weight because you just like this style. You like this setting. That's okay. Get what you love. Don't get what you think you need to love, okay? Get what you actually gravitate towards. So that one was shop 3. Now getting into shop 4, we are going back to Tanzania, the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, as Hunter says. Now we are again looking at Quad A Tanzanite. So like I said, this is a certified and appraised show. So everything you see today is essentially going to be Quad A. We might have a couple of AAAs in there, but I think for the most part, you are looking at all Quad A gemstones. So we've got a pear shape, y'all. A gorgeous pear shape. Wow. And it's hefty. Okay, so we're looking at platinum, 950 platinum. You have 6.4 grams of platinum. Look at the depth of color on that tanzanite. That is outrageous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Miss Pat Perkins says, looks like a custom ring. I think she's talking about that paparasha. Love everything about this ring. Yeah, I'm right there with you. It does. It really does, especially because you have such a exotic gemstone. It really does. It looks like something you would have made, like you sourced that gem and then you went and had a ring made. So here's our tanzanite. Now that's a big stone. Okay, that is a 3 carat 22. Wait, no, that is a 2 carat 96. So again, you guys, we are doing this little trick and I love it. 2 carat 96. So with that, we are right under 3 carats. Now, if we got to the 3 carat marker, you'd be in a different price bracket. And so 2 carat 96, you're 0.04 of a carat away from 3 carats. So as far as anyone needs to know, you got a 3 carat tanzanite, okay? But you're paying in that under 3 carat price bracket. So it's a really smart move on the on Shop LC side because we can give this to you for a much better price point because we're not checking that 3 carat box. Now, again, 6.4 grams of platinum. You got EF color, VS clarity diamonds. And the setting on this is really, really beautiful. It's really different. So you have the pear-shaped tanzanite. That pear-shaped tanzanite is then surrounded by a traditional halo of white diamonds. And that's where kind of the traditional styling stops, because then we have what I kind of consider to be, or what I would say is like a T-bar. So you have this T-bar with an open V in your diamond setting. So it completes a really different look. It creates a more structured look in your ring when we have kind of this bar and then the split band. So what you would see in a traditional ring is you might see a split band, right? But you wouldn't necessarily see the T-bar. So coming off that halo, you would just have the split shank. Adding in that T-bar gives your ring a lot of structure, and it gives your ring a lot of character. It's that added, right? Like, we think about jewelry, and it's this little small teeny tiny piece of jewelry, but you add one bar, one sliver of diamonds, and it can completely change the look of your ring. I just think that's so neat. I think it's so cool that we can do that. One sliver of diamonds completely changes the look of your ring. And it gives it this very expensive look too. It gives it kind of this designer look, right? It's those added details that give rings that designer essence. Now again, I'm going to check there for your, oh yes, you guys, instant flashes of purple and of red within your stone. The setting is gorgeously done. The under gallery, beautifully finished. And you are seeing the beautiful indigo blue with your flashes of red and purple. And again, get it home, do your self-inspection. You don't have to take my word for it. You can do your self-inspection. You can take it to a jeweler. But I would love for you to see the setting, because I really love that added bar. I love the character that it gives to this ring and kind of brings it out of your traditional piece. Now, we did have a question. The price on the pink ring, that was $2,550. $2,550. Estimated replacement value was $9,000. So $2,550 for your pod parasha. All right, so tanzanite. Gosh, that scared the heck out of me. I don't even know what that was about. We had a little random sound. DJ, does that happen a lot?
No, it's the first time I've heard that.
Like, what is that? Is someone in the roof? So we're starting, DJ, what do we go up to in sizes on this one? Did we already do that? I might have forgotten.
I don't think we did.
Okay, we have sizes 6. Ooh, okay. 6 through 9. So we did go up to 12 and we did go down to 4.5. Those are sold out. 6 to 9 is all we have left. If you need a different size, talk to the personal shoppers and see what the charge would be for ring sizing, or get your own little ring sizer if you needed to make it smaller. But we're limited, okay? 6 through 9. It's just those middle sizes. The end caps are gone. People loved this ring, and with reason. So your start price on this is $4,600. I'm going to take that coupon code, bringing you down to $3,450. Okay, $3,450. And then we're going to apply that budget pay. $690. $690. We'll get this home to you on budget pay. We're talking about 6.4 grams of platinum, just under a 3-carat quad A tanzanite, and then of course gorgeous diamonds, graded diamonds, all the best of the best. This one will be shop 4. Now we only have one additional tanzanite after this. But now we're going to get into rubellite. I'm so excited, you guys. Rubellite to me, now ruby is my birthstone, but rubellite to me is so much more appealing. So rubellite, and that's a personal preference. I'm not hating on rubies. Like I said, ruby is my birthstone. But to me, the color of ruby is more of a red. I lean more towards like maroons. I lean more towards burgundies, pinks, those color tones. So sometimes the red of a ruby can be a bit abrasive to me personally. Look at that. This is that beautiful maroon burgundy. And maybe it's because I'm an Aggie. I like my maroons. But when I look at this ring, I am instantly in love. Now, this is classic. It's simple. There's no special, design with the diamonds. There's no special band. It's simple and it's beautiful. Now, it does look like the bookend sizes are, again, going to be sold out. So after 11, we're sold out. And after 6, so we have 7 to 10.5 is available. So the small sizes and those upper sizes, it's always the bookends that go, you guys. And so if you do wear those smaller, larger sizes, there are always options. You can click the bell. You can input your email. You can have it sized. Talk to the personal shoppers. But those do tend to be the sizes that go first, which is so strange to me because I always thought like the 7 was like the median ring size. And I think we do tend to make more in the 7s and the median ring size because we know it's a more popular size. But those smaller and larger sizes, they fly out of here. Now, part of the Rhapsody collection, okay, here's your Rhapsody card. This will come in 950 platinum, and you will get 6 grams. I'm looking at the carat weight. 6 grams of platinum. Now, that Orofino rubellite, that is a quad A graded Orofino rubellite. And the carat weight on that is going to be 2 carats 15. But y'all, I guess it's because it's an oval. It looks so much bigger, right? Does that look like a 2 carat 15? Because you have 20 points of diamonds in that gorgeous halo. EF color, VS2 clarity. But this, to me, it looks like it would be a 3 carat Orofino rubellite. And we do know, right? Ovals always tend to present a little bit larger than other gemstones. They present like elongated on the hand. I love it, love it, love it. And then you've got the diamonds. So this is simplicity. And I was saying this yesterday, but there's a time for simplicity and there's a time for very intricate styling. And I think sometimes when we do get into these quad A graded gemstones, we want something a little more simplified as far as the setting goes, because you want all eyes to be on your gemstone, right? It's a quad A rubellite. So quad A rubellite, you want to see the quality of that stone. All right, so 6 grams of platinum, 2.35 carats in total. Now, and remember, about 2 carats 15 is coming from your Orofino rubellite. We already did sizing. Let's get into pricing right quick. So pricing, your start price is $4,000. Oh, we got to welcome Isaac back. Hey, Isaac. Hey, Isaac. How's your Saturday? How's it going? Miss Pat said absolutely looks like a 3 carat. It really does. Like, that presents so large. I just, without a doubt, I'm like, whoa, that looks like a 3 carat ring. Gorgeous. Isaac said they keep paging me. He's going to try to be here for 11:11. 11:11 is coming before we know it, you guys. This show is flying by. I probably got to speed up my pace a little bit. Actually, I'm doing okay. If we're going to get through all of these different gemstones. But starting price on this one, we were looking at $4,000. We're going to bring it down to $3,000. $3,000 for your gorgeous quad A Orofino rubellite diamonds and platinum. And then we've got 5 budget pays, $600. $600 to get home your Orofino rubellite on budget pay. If you are an Aggie out there, like myself, and you want a collector's piece that is going to a collector's piece that can commemorate your school colors, this would be perfect. Actually, when I graduated college, I had done a program with a jewelry store in College Station. It was a student advisory council for this jewelry store, David Gardner's Jewelers in College Station, a local jewelry store. And for everything, it wasn't a paid position, but for everything we did with the jewelry store, we would do community service events, we would come to meetings, and for everything we did, we would get points. And every point equaled $1. So I had my heart set on getting a DY bracelet. I don't know what that means, that brand, with garnet on each side because it was maroon, and so it was representative of Texas A&M. And by golly, I saved up over 850 points to get myself that DY bracelet because I just thought, what a beautiful way to commemorate my time at Texas A&M. You know, not obviously I have my Aggie ring, but to have those school colors on my wrist all the time was something really special to me. And so maybe this is something you want to do. Maybe if you have a child graduating, or maybe just for yourself, right? Just to commemorate that time, that school that you love. It doesn't have to just be for that, but I know if we do have any Aggies out there. Wait. Oh, hold on, you guys. I'm making sure I'm having everything right. This is the Indica. Okay, this is over here. I'm confusing myself. But I know that those things really... it's a special time in life. And I know, having been an Aggie, that it's a special love that we have for our school. And so I know we might not have any Aggies out there, but just a thought. All right, y'all, that will be shop 5. Shop 5 on our Orofino Rubelite. Now, we are 1 minute away from 11:11. And if it is your first time joining us, welcome. My name is Lauren Masters. I am one of your hosts here at Shop LC. And I get to see you both on the television side as well as the live stream side. Less so here on the live stream space lately. But here at the live stream, I used to do a lot of live stream shows, and we had a tradition. At 11:11, we take a minute, and you can use this minute however you need. But we feel like, or I feel like, this is an opportunity to set the tone for your day. So this is going to be the moment where you can recalibrate your heart, recalibrate your mind, so that you can get the most out of your day, so you can enjoy every moment. I feel like morning times sometimes can be very stressful. We're hectic, we wake up late, we're rushing out the door, and then it puts our whole day off. So this is a minute. You can take a few deep breaths. Isaac's going to be praying. I know I'll be praying. You can make a wish. Whatever is on your heart, whatever you find comforting to you, this is your 60 seconds to do that. Recalibrate, and let's have an amazing Saturday. All right, y'all, finish up that minute. Isaac, I said a prayer for your mom as well. And y'all are more than welcome. If anyone out there, if y'all have prayer requests, send them in. I keep a running list in my notes on my phone of prayer requests, and I'm always happy to pray for any of you guys. So feel free to send me those prayer requests at any point. Always happy to do that. Now, we are going to get into Andalusite. Okay, we had an Andalusite yesterday. And at first glance, I was like, oh, we have Turgesite. And then I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is Andalusite. So this is not a stone that we see often at all. I don't actually know that prior to yesterday, I had ever presented an Andalusite on the live stream. And so being able to present this to you, this one in particular, hello, gorgeous. What? This is a massive stone. Okay, Isaac said I have to go back to work. I will try to come back soon. Okay, Isaac, have a great day at work. If we don't see you, work hard, make those tips. If you can come back, great. If not, don't stress about it. Have a great weekend. Aw. Yes, Miss Pat, that was a very expensive jewelry store. It really was, that one I was talking about. They do a lot of custom pieces. They're kind of the jeweler of College Station. Lauren dated Johnny Manziel. Yeah, I wish. I'd be a millionaire right now. Well, I guess I would have had to marry Johnny Manziel, but he's definitely a millionaire. I don't even know what he does anymore. I mean, he had his documentary, but I'm like, What's the boy doing? Because he's just slacking off and making mistakes, but yeah, he seems to be a millionaire. Okay, do y'all see this? Are y'all seeing how large this Andalusite is? So it's a vertically placed stone. It's an elongated cut, and it is just presenting the magnitude of this is very impressive. You walk into a room with a ring of this size and shape on the finger, people are going to go, wait, what? Who is that? Who is that person? Did they come from the devil words? Okay, so your Andalusite, that is going to be a freeform pear. It's an elongated pear. A carat weight on that is coming in at 3 carats 43. Over 3 carats. Look at that elongated pear. I can't even believe the size of that. And then you have 32 points of VS Clarity EF diamonds in that halo. Now, what I love about this halo is you're going to have points moving through that halo. So it's not just a rounded halo on the edges. You have these little points, and the points actually come from where the prongs are placed. So it's not like the diamonds are doing anything different. The diamonds are all the way around the same, but you have this outer prong. And the stone next to that is actually a little bit larger. You have this outer prong here, 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 and here. So 5 spots. You have this kind of point, which is just going to give your halo a little bit more shape, a little bit more character, and a little bit more definition. So where we could have had just kind of a smooth, rounded out halo, we're giving this ring a bit more personality, which this ring is full of personality. The stone itself, right? Andalusite, quad A Andalusite, the shape. Y'all, an elongated pear. Look at that. Look at that pear. That is incredible. And then we get these nice little points along the halo of our ring. It's absolutely amazing. I've not seen something like this. This might be like the collector piece of the show because it's just so different. It's so off the beaten path. Now, sizing of this, y'all, it's just so limited. This one is going to be done in platinum. 950 platinum. You have, I'm not getting the gram weight in the platinum here, but it is done in 950 platinum. Now, this one is in only 2 sizes, I believe. Yeah, 7 and 10. 7 and 10. That's all we have size-wise in this Andalusite ring. Sizes 6, 8, and 9 are completely sold out. So we are down to 7 and 10. Look at the color on that. Oops, we had a Amber Alert. How do I stop the Amber Alert?
You can just hit close on the notification.
Okay, I did it. I don't know if I actually did it, but I did it. Y'all, look at that. It's warm. Andalusite is almost like a taupey brown color. And I know you're thinking brown in a gemstone. That doesn't sound pretty. It is. I don't know if I'm even using the right words. It's this warmth. There's a warmth that exudes from Andalusite. It's a warm, let's call it kind of a cappuccino color that pulls you in. That sounds better than brown, right? So sizes 7 or 10 available. Now this is done in platinum, so there's a possibility for sizing. There's also a possibility, ring that bell, see if one of those sizes comes back. You're looking at a start price of $3,000. And then we go down to $2,250 with 5 budget payments of $450. This is a really interesting ring. Oh, whoa, hold up. I forgot to get into the appraisal. $2,250, estimated replacement value, $7,600. Y'all, we are $5,350 less than the estimated replacement value of this ring. You are saving yourself $5,000 by shopping here at Shop LC. And I'm just going to look at a comparison. I haven't pulled up any comparisons today, but I'm just going to see where were we at? 3 carat 43. Okay. My phone does not autocorrect Andalusite. Okay. Most I'm seeing here is actually coming out of Shop LC, because remember, this is a very sought after gemstone. My goodness, I'm not seeing much Andalusite at all other than Shop LC. Hold on. We're going to find something. Shop LC, Shop LC. Y'all, it's just not out there. It's just not out there. It's really not. I'm not seeing an Andalusite of this magnitude. Now here, well, here's one. Oh, okay. You guys, this is wild. This Andalusite right here. Now it's larger. This is a 10 karat Andalusite. So yours is a 3 karat 43. This is a 10 karat Andalusite in 18 karat yellow gold. You guys, 10 karat. It's $59,000. Look at that. Look at that. Our style is similar. Now that's obviously going to be larger, but even if we took ours, let's say we're at the, hold on. We're at 3 carats, 43. So 10 divided by 3, 43. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so it's about 3 times more would bring it to 10. So our price point, just starting out, let's say we just did the 3,000. Y'all, we'd be at $9,000 to get you a 10 karat Andalusite. This 10 karat Andalusite in gold, not even platinum, in gold. There's some diamonds in there as well. $59,000. $59,000. That's how rare Andalusite is. You are getting your Andalusite with diamonds. Yes, it's not a 10 karat, but that 3 karat, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this 3 karat on the finger going, why would you need a 10 karat? Because that 3 karat looks huge. I don't even know where the 10 karat would be placed on my finger. It's going to take over my whole hand. Not putting that ring down, but why would you even need anything bigger? $59,000, you guys. This one, $2,250 with a budget pay option. All right, y'all, that will be shop 6. Wow, that blows my mind. I knew Andalusite was rare, but $59,000? Holy mackerel. You're not even getting a Modani at that price. I mean, you are, but I mean, it wasn't even a Modani. Okay, now we're going to get into Zambian Emerald. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so this is going to be your Quad A Zambian Emerald. It is a carat 25 solitaire. Now, as you're looking at this one, you might be going, wait, Lauren, I'm confused. We've had all these gorgeous pieces, big carat weights, diamonds, all of these different things. And now you're bringing me a carat 25 solitaire. What's the deal? This is all about rarity, you guys. You have a Quad A Zambian Emerald from the Kajin mine. You don't need a bunch of fluff. You don't need diamonds. You don't even need massive carat weights. It is simply in the rarity of this stone. It is a Quad A. Wow. Look at that. This is the ultimate emerald. Ultimate emerald. When you get into Quad A from the Kajin mine, I am absolutely in love. This is one of those moments again where it's when you have a stone so prestigious, so rare, so sought after. You can have a carat 25 solitaire that is just worth so much and is so sought after because of the quality of the stone. And that's what this is. This is what this displays. It is a quality gemstone. Now we are starting at size 5.5. And we move up from there. It is going to be done in platinum. You're getting 4.25 grams of platinum. We'll go from 5 up through 9.5. I just want y'all to take in the color on your Zambian emerald. This is all about the emerald. It is absolutely incredible. I'm speechless. I really am. And that's one of those things, you guys, is remember earlier how I was saying you don't always need to get the biggest carat weight. You don't always need to get, the most diamonds, the biggest look. It's about sometimes the quality of the stones and what do you want? Do you want something that looks big, that looks expensive? If that is your thing, you go for it. If you want a knockout gemstone that is incredible quality, that you know the value, people might look at it and not necessarily know, whoa, that's a really rare emerald, but you know what you have. And so that's what you should base your purchasing around. Don't base it around, well, I want something that looks really big. I want something that looks really expensive. People who really know gemstones will look at this emerald and go, whoa, that's a really nice emerald. And people who don't know, guess what? They don't know what they don't know, and that's okay because you do. And you get to cherish this emerald for what it is. Starting price point on this, and I do want to read the reviews on this one. Starting price point is $1,800. We will take off your 25%, bringing you down to $1,350 and a budget pay of $270 to get home a dreamy emerald. 5-star rating across the board. Look at that. Podhauser S wrote, it's been an eye-opener buying direct from manufacturer. I bought a ring that was literally 1/4 the price of my jeweler's, and the color was deeper. I am a big fan. Nancy L wrote, love it. And those are all 5-star ratings, you guys. People are giving this a 5-star review because if you know, you know. And it's one of those things that you don't have to have the biggest ring in the room. Because if you know you have the top quality ring in the room, the huge, big, massive rock on your hand doesn't always matter. Now, I do like big, bold pieces. I'm someone who would probably gravitate toward, I'd say, a bigger piece. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it's also about what you treasure, right? If you're seeking those rare, hard-to-find pieces, this is the piece for you. This is the gemstone. This is the ring for you. All right, y'all, our emerald, that will be shop 7. Remember, that is a $270 budget pay. No interest, no credit check. Shop 7. All right, now we are following that up with an additional emerald. Now, again, from the Kajin Mind, a Zambian emerald. Now, this is going to be a solitaire pendant. Now, it is coming with the chain. So, I mentioned this yesterday. Let me grab a quick drink of water. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Okay, got to keep my throat moisturized. Oh, we're going into the earrings first. Hold up. You guys. Okay, these are gorgeous. I'm wondering, you know what? No, I haven't. I was like, have I seen these before with Hunter? I have not. Okay, so we went into the earrings. These are actually gem-filled emeralds. Okay, so gem-filled emeralds. Hunter was able to go to the gem-filled mine. I always say mind, and then I have to correct myself. Mine. He went into the gem-filled mine. Now, these are gorgeous, you guys. I love the style on these because the emerald is actually going to be planted into the ear. And then you've got these diamonds that graduate downward in a dangling portion of the earring. So you've got quad A on your gem-filled emeralds. Now, gem-filled in comparison to Zambian, they are going to be very similar. I would say gem-filled is a little more of a like electric green, where your Zambian is going to have that neon glow. So slightly different glow between the gem-filled and the Zambian. These are gorgeous because they're petite, but they're striking. And that's something, again, you don't necessarily have to have the biggest piece for it to be the most striking piece in the room, right? That striking look that just has someone doing a double take. So your total carat weight here is going to be a carat 10. You are getting about half a carat on each emerald. So half a carat and half a carat, actually slightly over half a carat on each emerald. They are going to be 5mm rounds. And then you'll get an additional 9 points on those diamonds. And again, those diamonds graduate. So you've got the diamond rounds moving down, getting so slightly smaller as they move. But those are stationary. They're not they're not stationary. They dangle from the emerald, but they're on like a bar. So those stay stationary once they dangle, but they do dangle from the emerald, kind of giving you that sense of movement. Looking at these, you're going to have EF color VS clarity on your diamonds, quad A on your emerald, and then again, they're done in platinum. Now, they will have the twist back. That's why I'm simply holding them to the ear instead of trying them on with those twist backs. It takes a little bit, right, to get those onto the ear. So I thought I'll just kind of hold those up for you guys. These are gorgeous, okay? They are dainty and delicate, but they are also prestigious and luxurious all in one. And I love getting to combine, right, the dainty, the delicate, with the very regal, prestigious, hard to get. Now I have the estimated replacement value here. We've gone through, I believe, all the details, the 5mm rounds, half a carat each, 9 points of diamonds. Oh my goodness, you guys. This appraisal is from August of 2024. So this appraisal is over a year old. So when I tell you this price, keep in mind, everything in the world has gone up, right? Everything is more expensive. So the appraisal isn't even really accurate to today because we're at a completely different realm when it comes to pricing. Okay, so they are going to be starting at $1,400. And it is coming down, these earrings are coming down to $1,050. $1,050. Y'all ready for your estimated appraisal? $1,050, $3,500 is your estimated replacement value. So you are saving over $2,000 purchasing these with Shop LC. Of course, you'll have 5 budget pays. So you can get these home for $210. And you guys, Emerald is not the gemstone that you need massive carat weights in. Emerald is the gemstone that you want quad A, that you want quality. When it comes to emerald, you're looking for color, clarity. You're not looking for carat weight as much. Different gemstones, different C's apply differently. These are gorgeous. All right, friends, your emerald earrings, those will be Shop 8. Shop 8 for the emerald earrings, the first pair of earrings of our show this morning. Miss Pat Perkins asked, is JTV part of Shop LC? They keep popping up on my television 24 hours. JTV is not a part of Shop LC. JTV is Jewelry Television, I believe is what it stands for. And they're their own jewelry shopping network, but they're not a part of us here at Shop LC.
We don't care about them.
DJ. I think a lot of people came from JTV, right?
Probably.
Is that where Matt came from? Or no, he came from gym shopping. I think people have come over. I think maybe Kim used to work at JTV. Okay, you guys. Ooh, we have Elysian Opal. Good question, though, Ms. Pat. It's hard to know because, you know, when you see Shop LC that specializes in so much jewelry, and then you see other, you know, networks that specialize in jewelry, you wonder if they're connected. I will say, I did mention at the beginning of the show, we do make jewelry for a lot of other home shopping channels. So you might see some familiar style elements sometimes with the jewelry. Look at this Elysian Opal. Okay, you guys, Elysian Opal, so rare, so different. So when you think opal, what do you think? When I think opal, I think white, yes, JTV. I think it stands for Jewelry Television, JTV. But they're not a part of Shop LC. So when I think of opal, I think of white, milky base with the colors of the rainbow. If you're looking at a good opal, that's what you're seeing, right? A white milky base with the colors of the rainbow just kind of dancing within that stone. Elysian Opal is going to be more similar to a boulder opal. It has a blue undertone with all of those colors of the rainbow dancing throughout that stone. But we start with the blue base. Okay, so we start with a very different base than we see in our traditional, or not traditional, but Ethiopian willow opal, which to me, in my mind, is a traditional opal. Before coming to Shop LC, I would have thought, honestly, Ethiopian willow opal was opal. I didn't know there were fire opals. I didn't know of Elysian opals. This is when we get into serious jewelry, right? When we're getting into these these additional opals. So this is your Elysian opal. Now, here's the thing with an opal is every single stone will be different. So when you purchase an opal, you are essentially getting a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry. Something that's just for you. That's going to be specific to you. It really is something so truly special. So I look at this Elysian opal. It's a 9 karat 40. Now, it's set in platinum. It's simple. We don't need accent stones. We don't need anything. The opal is all about the opal. Now, you'll see the under gallery beautifully done in platinum. You do have the R in there to represent the Rhapsody collection. And I'm going to slip this onto the hand. Now, the back is beautifully done. It fits comfortably. But I want you to know, every shape is going to look slightly different. Now, you're getting that minimum carat weight at 9 carats 40, but the shape and the colors that you see are going to be different from opal to opal. Because, like I said, every single opal is a one of one. Now, we're calling this the Galaxy Bloom, and I love that name. Because when you look at an Elysian opal, it looks like the night sky, right? It looks like you're looking at the northern lights. You see just this blue motif, and then you see flashes of color and light and brightness and beauty within that stone. So I love that it's called the Galaxy Bloom, because it really does make sense. It's like just the galaxy is blossoming in front of us. The colors are blooming and blossoming right there before our eyes. It's gorgeous, you guys. And it's one of those things that you almost have to see it in person. Because remember, yours will be one of a kind. Yours will be different than what I'm showing you. But even looking here, it's like a little magic trick, right? Look at that. Look at the flashes of pink as I move my hand. Green, yellow, pink, and orange. It's like magic. This is one of those moments where I say, God, how did you think to create things like this? How are you that detailed that you thought of stones that have flashes of other colors in them? It blows my mind. Quad A on your Elysian opal, done in platinum. Sizes, we're starting at size 6, moving upward from there. Now, there are going to be half sizes available, moving up through size 11, 6 to 11 with half sizes. That's a big deal. We don't always do half sizes. We've actually had quite a few people recently writing in on the TV side going, hey, can y'all do more half sizes? And it's not something we've traditionally done here at Shop LC, so I don't know if we will. Of course, you can always put a ring sizer on or have something sized to a half size. But when you see these half sizes, if you are a fan, make sure you get in on that. Now, we're going to look at the pricing right quick. I love what Miss Pat said. She said, I think pastel Cinderella ring with cotton candy skies. Yes, that's so true. It does kind of have that cotton candy skies look, especially when we see the pink moving through it, right? If you're like looking at the sunset at that particular hour. Actually, last night we had a couple of girls from my church. It was their combined birthday party. And we were going to do a movie night. We decided to watch the Dove Awards, which is like the Grammys of Christian music. And our pastor, Torrin Wells, he was actually hosting the Dove Awards in Nashville. It's his 3rd year hosting the awards. And so we're like, well, let's watch the Dove Awards because they were on last night on TBN. And so we ended up watching the Dove Awards. But as I was driving to my friend's house, she lives kind of up on like a bluff area. And I was coming up to go like up a hill to go down. And there's a big hill, and I just look forward, and it's all the blue sky, but you see the sun setting, and you just see orange and pink just shining from behind this, like, kind of hill, mountain. Oh, gorgeous cotton candy skies. And that does remind me of this, because I was seeing the orange and the pink just kind of darting out into that blue sky. So I can totally see what you're saying there with the cotton candy skies, especially when you see those pink and orange tones. It's like the sunset, and you see those flashes of pink and orange. So price point on this, we're starting at $2,200. We're bringing you down to $1,650. $1,650, so under $2,000, you guys, for a 9 karat 40 AAA Elysian Opal in platinum, the best of the best. And then you've got 5 budget payments. So this will actually come down to $330 to get it home, to see the color, to see just kind of the fire in this stone. And it really is like fire. It's like little sparks. It's like if you're looking at a campfire and you see the little sparks kind of coming up. That's what it looks like in the midst of your Elysian Fire Opal. It's absolutely stunning. And opals are different. Not everyone loves an opal because they want to traditionally cut a faceted gemstone. Opals are different. This is going to be a triplet, right? So it's completely different than a traditionally cut and faceted gemstone. But it has such a beauty to it, and honestly such a natural beauty and essence to it. Shop 9 there for your Elysian Opal. How is everybody doing out there? We have about 20 minutes left of our live stream here. My name is Lauren Masters. If you're hopping in for the second hour, welcome. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us. I don't know who we have coming up next. Marissa?
Yeah.
Okay, Marissa will be back. We have a 2 p.m. show and a 6 p.m. today, right, DJ?
Correct.
Okay, it's 2 p.m. and a 6 p.m. Marissa will be coming up for the next show at 2 p.m. I will be seeing you guys at 4 p.m. on the TV side with Tony. So we've got Rare and Exotic Gems, 4 p.m. Central Time on our television channel with Tony the Gem Hunter. And then we'll be back again from 8 to 11 p.m. as well. So I'll be with Tony later in the afternoon on our television side. But popping in with you guys this morning to hang out for a little bit. Doing double duty today. Also getting a text message here behind the scenes asking if I can work tomorrow. And I can't tomorrow. I have a speaking engagement at church. But I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I wish I could. All right, y'all. Can y'all guess what this gemstone is? So rare. So rare. Actually, one of the most rare gemstones of our show today.
Hey, Lauren, real quick, did I accidentally skip the
Pendant.
the pendant?
Yes.
Oh, oops. Okay, we'll come back to that.
We have Montebello Indicolite. So the perfect teal, the Caribbean Ocean teal blue. So beautiful. It looks like, it reminds me of lagoon tourmaline. It looks like just this mystical, magical lagoon. That is your Indicolite. Now we've got quad A on that Indicolite. This is a very prominent ring. The setting on this ring is bold. It's very structured. It's a little bit more, I don't want to say bulky, but I think bold is the best word to describe it. You've got quad A on your Indicolite. That is going to be an 8 by 8 millimeter octagon. 2.3 carats on your Indicolite. And then you have you have an additional 46 points of diamonds. And we're going to talk about this setting because this setting is more full. We've really filled in the space with those diamonds. 6.75 grams of 950 platinum. Okay, so nice and hefty. But look at your setting. So you have kind of, the top and bottom would almost look like a traditional halo. But then as you move down the sides, we don't have a split band, but you do have that V-like presence on each side. But instead of just having a split band with a little bit of open space, you have that filled in. So you have these triangles of diamonds right there on the sides, filling in that space. Triangles of diamonds, halo of diamonds, but it creates a really full, really filled in presence on the hand, a thicker look as well. If I measure this, you're looking at about point, looks like it, with the diamonds included, about a centimeter. I mean, this is a bolder piece. 46 points of diamonds, 2 carat 30 on your Montebello Indicolite, and that's quad A. And look behind me. You can really see in the photo there the quality of the stone. And I think in this lighting, you're not seeing it as well. But it's so crystal clear. Like, it's very rich and saturated in color, but you can still see through the stone because of the clarity. You can still see right through. And I want to show y'all here on your under gallery You have the R, which stands for Rhapsody Collection. It kind of looks like Rolls Royce, to be honest. When I see the R on there, I'm like, yep, that's luxury. It looks like we got a little Rolls Royce symbol inside of our ring, but look at that. Love it. All right, you guys, we're about to get into pricing. I do have your appraisal with me. So estimated replacement value, $11,550. Your starting price, $5,200. Okay, we're already half of your estimated replacement value. Now we're going to apply the coupon code. $3,975. Under $4,000 for Quad A Montebello and Dicklite in platinum with diamonds. Rhapsody collection piece, you're going to get your Rhapsody card. You're also going to get your appraisal. So we're going to round that $3,975. Let's see, $11,550. You are saving $7,575. Estimated replacement value versus our price. Yes, Miss Pat Perkins, you're so right. Bold and beautiful. That's a great description for this ring. It is bold. It is beautiful. It's definitely a powerful piece, not just in color, but in styling on this piece. It's really powerful. All right, friends, that will be shop 10. Shop 10 for our Montebello Indicolite. I think that's the, oh, wait. We do. We have an Indicolite pendant coming up, but that's the only Indicolite ring that we have of the show. We've done a really great job of kind of having a little bit of everything, kind of one or two of every gemstone. We have not had, you know, like a ton of tanzanite. We wanted to give you a really nice mix of these luxury products. And I love that. Miss Pat said this show is making me want to start wearing my opal ring. Yes, you guys, pull those pieces out of the jewelry box. Pull those pieces out that you've been saving for a special occasion, that you've been saving, you know, for the right moment. Pull them out, wear them, enjoy them. Life is short. Wear the jewelry, do the thing, buy the ring, whatever it might be. Don't go in debt, but I'm just saying, life is short. Do the things, okay? Now, we are bringing in some more Indicolite. Oh my goodness, you guys, this pendant is incredible. So again, certified and appraised Rhapsody collection. I'm going to hold it up close here on the stand, and then I'll put it on my neckline. Hold up. Y'all see that? Okay. Quad A Montebello and Indicolite. That is a 2-carat 57 octagon. You've got 48 points of VS Clarity EF color diamonds. All in platinum with the 20-inch platinum chain included. Ready to wear, ready to gift. Okay, you've got a double halo. And on this double halo, it's a really great look because it actually has the etching of the octagon edges into that halo as well. Petite lobster claw closure here on the back of your platinum chain. Look at that on the neckline. Oh my goodness, this is stunning on the neckline. Absolutely love this. The color, right? That perfect, rich, warm teal that just draws you in. And then we kind of expand on that with those diamonds. So you have the contrast of a warm teal and then a bright white burst of light in that halo, right? That's why we call it a halo, because we think of like the angel, that glowing halo. That's where that comes from in jewelry, right? Is that halo that surrounds your center stone, that adds that burst of bright, brilliant light to your stone. Whoa, okay. I never know how I want to do it. If I'm like, let's break it down to the lowest price and then get into the estimated replacement value. But you know what? Let's just get into the estimated replacement value first. $12,250. That is your estimated replacement value. $12,250. Your price? Well, we were starting at $6,000, so about half of the estimated replacement value, but we're not staying at $6,000. Oh no. We're bringing it down to $4,500. So about a third about $8,000 less than your estimated replacement value. Here is your certified and appraisal card. $12,250. You are paying $4,500. Now you're gonna have 5 budget payments. That brings you to $900 to get this home. As I mentioned earlier, these are some of the highest priced pieces. They're also some of the highest appraised pieces. Okay, in Indicolite, it holds that rarity. And that's what's really going to draw up the price point on these, is it's so rare, it's so sought after. Done in 950 platinum, and the chain is included. We have not always been including chains with our high-end luxury pieces. Chains used to be something that we would put these on little rinky-dink chains. We'd say, hey, I would always say, put it on a white gold chain, sterling silver, whatever you can. Just get the pendant. If you're in love, the chain will work itself out. Well, guess what? Now you don't have to do that because you have the chain included. The chain is coming home to you in the box with your pendant. All right. That was $4,500. All right, y'all. Shop 11 for your Indicolite pendant. Shop 10 for the Indicolite ring. If you're a big fan of Indicolite, you can skip back to shop 10. You can actually comment that right now, even if you missed it. And we're going to send you a link to the Indicolite. Okay, now we are going to bring in our final, actually not final, we'll have earrings, but I was going to say our final tanzanite ring. And this one is a really bold ring because of the band. So the band is completely different than anything we've seen today. And actually, we were talking earlier about other home shopping networks having styles like ours. We were in the green room the other day, actually, me and our producer, Daniel. And he was saying, look at that band. It was on a morganite ring. But the band was very similar to this. And he was going, I wonder if we made that. I wonder if we made that because the band was so similar. And I love the look of this band. If you like something a little bit more chunky, a little bit more bold, this would be the ring for you. So your tanzanite is going to be I'm looking at this here. Total carat weight here. We are looking at 6.1. So 6 carat 10 in total. The tanzanite is 5 carat 45. So over 5 carats, almost 5.5 carats. Look at that tanzanite. That is a quad A tanzanite. So deep and rich. Hey, Isaac, you're back. They sent you on break just in time. Just in time for our little farewell here. We got about 9 minutes with you. You guys, a 5 carat 45 tanzanite. Look at the quality. It is so rich and deep in color. And then you have an additional 33 points of diamonds. Now, here's where things get really interesting with this ring. Why I was talking about how it's such a unique setting is as you look at that band, you'll notice right there next to your tanzanite, you have a row of round cut diamonds. Then you have this divider in your platinum, then a row of baguette cut diamonds, another divider in platinum, and then you have a row of round cut diamonds. So you're alternating rows of diamonds, but you have this platinum band in between. So it separates out those different shape stones. So it gives you a really unique look on the hand. Very different, right? It's not just like 3 rows of baguettes, 3 rows of rounds. You're getting the alternating between the two. So it's a really, really interesting look. And again, that's a quad A tanzanite. Now I am here seeing this in person. I'm seeing the flashes of red. I'm seeing the flashes of purple in that tanzanite, which is what you want with a quad A piece. Now it's hefty, right? We just mentioned you've got over 5 carats, 5 carat 45 on your tanzanite. So what does that mean? You're going to need a lot of platinum in this setting to hold that 5 carat 45 tanzanite. You have 7.35 grams of platinum. In my mind, the most precious metal, the most luxurious metal that you can get. Platinum. I think everything in today's show has been platinum, because when you get the best of the best gemstones, you put it in the best of the best metal, which happens to be platinum. Now, let's take a peek at these reviews, DJ. This has incredible 5-star rating across the board. And so we always love to hear from our customers. Cynthia wrote, stunning, beautiful color and size, absolutely beautiful. Karen, love my ring, 5 stars. Thomas wrote, ooh, I love it. Thomas wrote, blew my mind how beautiful it was. Although I had to send the ring back due to an unexpected financial setback. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. It is by far the best ring they sell. It is so beautiful. And now that I have some money, the same ring is coming back. Now that I have some money, the same ring is $6,000. That's double the amount I paid for it. Out of all the rings, this is still my favorite, and I will continue to pursue buying it simply for the investment purposes or for my wife. But I think I'll hide this one because she somehow manages to lose or break every piece. Thomas! Besides, I got a huge morganite jewelry set I keep adding to as she's been in Brazil for over a year. I'm planning to surprise her with a jewelry box full of her favorite gem set in gold. That's amazing. But don't hide this from her, and I do hope you get to repurchase it. I totally understand that, though. Sometimes setbacks do happen. There have been many times I'm in the TJ Maxx line and I'm returning a pair of, jeans or something. They're like, oh, is there anything wrong? I'm like, no, I bought too much. I need to save money. Lourdes said, this is my first Tanzanite platinum ring. I love it. I do wear it as my engagement ring, and it looks gorgeous. Lori, very bright and pretty. Looks great on the hand. Tanzanite is awesome. Y'all, Tanzanite is incredible. Look at that. Wow. Let me measure this. Over 1/2 inch, you guys, from top to bottom. 0.7 inches, actually. So your start price on this one, we are starting at $7,200. And we're bringing you down to $5,400, which I hope Thomas is able to repurchase, because he said it was at $6,000 when he came to shop. It's now down to $5,400 for you guys today. And if y'all wonder why the prices fluctuate, you guys, that is always going to be something based on metal pricing, availability of the stones, inventory. All of those things factor in when it comes to pricing, because pricing does change. As Thomas mentioned, he bought it, he had to send it back, he went to repurchase it when he had the money, and guess what? The price went up. We're always going to have it at the best price when we're either live on TV or when we have it on the live stream. So you want to make sure you get in if you can. Now, and I never want people to feel pressured to buy, because like Thomas, right? We all have those moments where we're going through it financially. We have a little setback. We have some added expenses. Y'all know me. I'm having my dental work soon. I am not out doing shopping because I know, hey, I'm about to do some dental work. So I need to be honing in what I'm spending my money on. So just something to think about. But it is always going to be best priced when we are live with you guys. Okay, final Tanzanite. Final Tanzanite. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Look at these. Okay, so we have Quad A. Actually, whoa. We don't have a card with these. So these are trillion cut, which trillion cut is actually the cut that they say the Blue Box store did specifically for Tanzanite. It is the cut for Tanzanite. Now, I'm not going to put those in because, again, these are going to be twist backs. So with the twist back, it would take me probably the rest of the show to get these on and off. Isaac, you did not miss anything fun. You missed some incredible gems, because this has been one of those kind of rare find gemstone shows. Look at these. Oh my goodness. So these are going to be a 2.5 carat in total. So I always say, anytime we're doing earrings, you're going to split that in half. So you have over a carat on each ear, a carat 25 on each trillion cut Tanzanite. They are done in platinum, perfect solitaire stud. And if you just really want the essential Tanzanite stud, I think going with the trillion is such a smart way to go, because with the trillion cut, you're really leaning into Tanzanite at its finest, right? Because Tanzanite, the trillion was designed for Tanzanite. So I don't always gravitate towards a trillion cut in other gemstones, but with Tanzanite, I'm like, oh yeah, trillion's the way to go. And these, you guys, okay, y'all need to go. We're running out of time, but y'all need to go read the reviews on these, because these have 10 reviews with a 4.8 star rating. So these are highly favored here at Shop LC. Your start price is $2,500. We are going to bring you down to $1,875 and then 5 budget payments. So that brings you to $375. And these will be Shop 13. Yes, it is a very fancy cut. Before we wrap up, I will get to my favorite too. So I loved the Podporosha Sapphire ring because I love that we have the pink Podporosha Sapphire, which we don't always see. That was a nice little bonus, a little treat. And then we have the Rubellite. I loved the Rubellite, right? Remember, this was like 2 carats, but it looks like 3 carats. It looks huge, you guys. So those are my 2 favorites. But there's really something for everyone in this lineup, right? I mean, we've got a gemstone for everyone. We had tanzanite. We had indicolite. We had opal. Andalusite. I can't believe I had Andalusite on the show today. Now remember, Marissa will be back at 10 p.m. with another live stream presentation for you guys. And I will see you all on our TV programming at 4 p.m. with Mr. Tony, the gem hunter. So we'll be bringing you additional rare and hard to find gems. Y'all have a blessed Saturday. Thank you so much. Find me on social media at Miss, M-I-S-S, Lauren Masters. Bye, guys.